Hello everybody, Trekkie here with another episode of Trekkie Plays Minecraft. Episode 18, I believe. Is it 18 already? Excuse me. Seems like they fly by so quickly. And today is going to be sort of a mix match episode, full of various things and things of that nature. We're going to try to put a little bit of design in the interior of our spawn tower. Our outside is pretty much finished for now. Don't want to really work too much on the outside bit of this tower because we're not really sure how the city that we're going to build is going to surround this, so I really don't want to put too much work into the outside. As for the outside, it looks pretty good so far. I really like it. The spawn tower looks really nice. As you may notice, I've cleared some more area over here, just trying to get some more area cleared for the future. Yeah, I love that tower. It came out so nice. Better than I could have ever dreamed. So despite my original plans, I don't think I'm going to put doors on all four sides. Rather, I think I'm just going to put them on two sides. Reasons for this is, well, I don't really have any reasons. Let's get in here. Got these arcane doors. I really should kill all these skeletons. Half the time I forget to turn this thing off, then it lags me horribly. Just go here with my fire breather. Get all kind of experience. Makes clearing them out really quick and simple. Alright. That'll take care of that. Let's get rid of some of this junk. Already finished the floor in here. Moved the chest a bit. Golem is still there, so don't worry. You can probably hear him. There you go. He's having a good old time sorting stuff. We got a little bit to do with this ceiling. It's not a horrible looking ceiling. It's just have these holes poking through from the stairs that I used to make the roofing bit here, and really just want to clean this up. I like how the light shines in from the windows up there to kind of illuminate this part of the drop. It's a neat little effect. And I'd love to get rid of these torches. I wanted to put Brainy in the jars here, but I'm lacking materials to make them, so that'll have to wait. But I mean, really, this end bit really isn't necessary. But I ain't really too worried about that. So let's get up here. See what we could do to plug this in a bit. Not really a difficult thing to do. Just take some planks. Oh, yeah, that's clearly not a plank. What I'd like to do is I'd just like to create some kind of semblance of order. No. Because up there it doesn't really matter so much. I'm not going to put anything on there because then it might as well spawn on top of that. Really, I'd just like to avoid that at all as much as possible. And we just do the same to this side. As with the outside, we start small. We just fill in areas and then we work about getting bigger, more detailed as we go. Yeah, I think that'll do nicely. Let's just do this. Okay. Gotta love this one. I think we went up too far. Sorry if I'm quiet, just trying to concentrate. Oh, that's not planks, Trekkie. Know the difference between planks and dirt. Basic Minecraft. Oh, for God's sakes. Apparently, that's just them being out of reach. But I still think the fact that they show it... Oh, this ain't supposed to be like that. I think the fact that they show that is just a bug. The fact that they flicker used to be where you couldn't reach, it just wouldn't show. I think that's just a new bug. Because Minecraft clearly does not have enough of those. I think that'll go there. So, yeah, let me finish plugging in the ceiling, and I'll be back. And I'm back. And even from just a few simple block placements, the roofing is already looking... Stupid skeleton. Already looking considerably more organized and clean. So what we need is a few half slabs and some stairs, and I think that'll pretty much round out the experience for up there. So let's plop down this here. Looks like I already have a couple stairs with me. That'll do. A couple more. I think that should be plenty. Let's get up here. What we need to do is put half slab there, half slab there, there, there. Now these, on the inside of these, I would like to change these to stairs. Yeah, just a little bit of round out there. I think that'll work nicely. Maybe here too. Kind of segue into this bit. Oh yeah, that'll work nicely. Oh yeah, I like that. Let's have a look from down below, as this is where we'll likely be standing. Oh yeah. Nothing terribly special, but at the same time, a hell of a lot better than that messy ceiling it was before. So let me go around, go ahead and finish up this ceiling bit, and then we'll go to our next step. Alright, now we've finished the roofing bit. Looks nice, cohesive, a lot more pleasant on the eyes than that just ramshackle bit that we had before. And of course we can still see our skeletons falling down, even though it's getting nighttime outside. I'm sorry if that skeleton dropping sound is bothersome. It's there's no off switch to this thing. I've never intended it for it to actually be turned off, so they just keep dropping. Now I want to kind of have some beams across the ceilings as so. As I've always been a fan of ceiling beams. I don't know why, they always look nice to me. I know what you're thinking. Well, mobs, it might be dark enough up there for mobs to spawn on. Isn't that exactly what you've been trying to avoid? Well, we'll see. We will see. And then put some... Don't think that's the best bit for it. But we have these magical lights. That's what these things are for. I like to put one of these in each corner. Ooh, that lights up nice, doesn't it? Let's take out these torches and see just how well they light up in here. Let's have a look at our light levels. 8 in the corner. Oh, there's a 7 over here, which means it's 6 at my foot. Yeah, I had to put these here because the stupid guards won't leave it alone. Okay, there's a... Looks like one of the mages saved the village, not the guards, who are forever obsessed with this tower. Annoying suckers. I mean, they just don't ever leave. Oh, that's not what I wanted. They never leave this tower alone. I mean, I don't know what to do anymore. As far as I know, the inside of this thing is completely closed off from the outside world. There should be no reason for them to want to get in here. This is the only opening part of the entire spawn system. So I don't know. So we have to do something about the light in these corners near the door. That's potentially an easy fix. Let's see what they do here. It's something, but I don't know if that's quite it. I don't know if that's what we're looking for. Oh, and these things, they don't... If you break what you place them on, it doesn't matter. They'll stay floating there forever. They can float in midair after they're placed. You just kind of need something to place them on. So, what about this? I kind of like that. Definitely add some mystical flavor to our magical tower of spawning. Right out of the stairs. So let's get some more. Why not? I need some sticks. I use sticks a whole lot. There we go. Wow, a little bit of... I guess probably from all this crap they're dropping on the ground. Yeah, my frame rate steadily goes up as I pick them up, but not quite. Let's just drop this stuff in here for him to take care of. Get it out of our way. And I'll have to set up a system where the golem isn't quite putting chests outside. Maybe something underground, but yeah, the inside of here is much more... I don't know, I gotta like it. I don't know, I'm not so sure about these, though. Not so quite so sure about those. Not sure at all, but I think for this point in time, since we're on a 2x2 basis, centered on even, which is always my nightmare. Here we go. Even at nighttime, well, it's day now, but clear view, nothing should spawn. These night tours are a hell of a lot more appealing than torches in my personal view. A lot more magical. Do I even need these up here? With the, because this seems just like overkill. Let's have this. Yeah, I don't think I need those. They're just... I'd like to see my light levels here. So yeah, mobs could spawn up here, and that's not what I want at all, so I'm going to have to keep them there. Unfortunate. But it's light, who cares? Yeah. Okay, that should about do it for the inside of the tower. Maybe I'll add like a design ring around here with other kinds of wood, but I think for now, really, I don't want to spend my whole episode messing around with this. So, and we got one more thing to place. So the opposite end was door, so let's do this end. And so the guards don't just try to bum rush in here while I'm trying to place the doors. Let's block their entry. Hello, people. Hey. Trekkie here with another episode of Minecraft. I'm just kidding. Now, the great thing about these arcane doors is they're pretty much invulnerable. In fact, I'd say they are, in fact, invulnerable to anybody except for who places them. And the only way for me to break them is with a wand. Nothing will break these doors, not even the Wither. Wither could shoot at him all day and he'll not even touch these doors. You can't cheat and break down the block below it. Doesn't do nothing. They'll float in midair. So yeah, they are completely invulnerable. An excellent addition, really, to any world. And you could give people keys that allow them to open doors if you're in a multiplayer server. But since it's single player, you know, I'm not really trying to keep out other players. I'm more trying to keep out the NPCs. Now, I can't use iron doors because I need some. I really don't feel like having to worry about pushing buttons. And if I wanted to use pressure plates, well, there's no pressure plates in vanilla that could stop the NPCs from accidentally walking into these doors and open them, which the NPCs love to run near these doors. So, there's arcane pressure plates, but I haven't created any yet, and I'll be putting them down whenever I have the ability to create some. So let's get out of here. Now that bit is taken care of. Look at these guys. They're completely obsessed. Completely obsessed with this. They love their tower. They must track through walls or something, these NPCs, because it's completely closed off. I'm not sure if these panes are giving them any kind of ability to track from the outside, but that's the only blocks on the entire building that are not completely solid. I guess maybe stairs, right? These stairs right here? Don't know. I'll have to tinker around with it, see what I can find out, but really they shouldn't be. It's really a cause of annoyance having to barricade the doors just so I could get in and out of them. Now I'm going to have to play Ring Around the Rosie from the tower. If they're on that side, I have to go in this side, and just an annoyance. But either way, our spawn tower. Enjoy. Not that I plan to release the world for download or anything, but that's just rude. I like it. Nice and bright. No ugly torches lining the floor. This isn't going to be a permanent thing. Now, what we plan to do in the future is right where these blocks are here, we'll have a brainy jar. And that'll suck up all the experience. And we'll have iron golems, Thaumcraft iron golems, with the visor, so that they'll kill the skeletons, and the experience will drop. The experience will get picked up by these. And I'll have wood golem attached to like chests like this. So everything will be completely automated. Skeletons will drop. This will always be up. Like, this will always be in that position from then on. Once I have the iron golems and everything, it'll never go down. So they'll be farming experience for me while I'm off doing stuff. It's gonna be pretty amazing, really. I mean, I know Doc M's idea. It may not even be his idea, but either way, his thing with the silverfish being AFK overnight, getting experience, was pretty cool. But you have to be there. This, once it's set up the way I mean to, will never even require me to be nearby. Well, within loading distance. I mean, naturally the chunks have to be loaded for anything to even happen, but other than that, I don't have to be sitting here within distance. I don't have to be sitting here waiting. Experience will be farmed for me without me even having to lift a finger. And of course in the corners I might put like some of those planters, the cheap planters and stuff, just to liven it up in here a bit. But overall I think this will do just nicely. After all, it's supposed to be a magical tower, not really for use for living in or anything like that. So let's get out of here. Close it before the guards come bum rushing around. Alright, so on to our next project. Or, not a project per se, just something for fun. And when I get that set, when I'm ready to deal with that, I'll be right back. And I'm back. And I'm here to introduce you to a new mod to the series, and a relatively new mod altogether. In general, a mod by Mark719 called Magical Crops. And what does this add? Well, as you might expect from a mod dealing with crops, it adds a lot of new foods to the game. Now keep in mind it's a relatively early version. I'm sure some things will change, but to get most of the food stuff, like any of the edible stuff, you just go through an area with Okay. Anyways, you just go through a area with, well, anywhere with grass, really. As you can see, I picked up a sweet corn seeds. There are many different kinds: cucumber, melon, raspberries, strawberries, and they're all dropped the same way wheat seeds are. Let's see what we got: blackberry, chili peppers, for those of you like something a little spicy, and sweet corn. This world's going crazy, I think. Anyways, yeah, hearing those explosions is not uncommon. I think what it is just mages and creepers fighting. And well, as you can expect, creepers are not going to take that lying down. Anyways, there's no recipes that really combine them into anything yet. There may be in the future. I don't know the mod creator, so I can't just ask them. But so far with the food stuff, you just grow them like normal food. I have some growing over here on the other side of my house. I have some sweet corn. All you have to do is break it and you get some corn. Seems simple enough, right? And then if you're hungry, which I'm not, see if I can get hungry. Oh, la, jumping up and down. Chickens are loud. Lots of chickens. They're going to have to die soon. Anyways. And the other ones are cucumbers. They fill a pretty decent amount of hearts. They might add new textures. You might add cocoa bowls with these, or maybe the ability to make salads. Who knows? I don't really need these seeds right now. You can always get some more, but yes. Food stuff. And you say, okay, well, Trekkie, that's basic. I mean, what's so special about that? Well, the only things... Food stuff is not the only thing you can grow in this world. You could grow a variety of actual items. And how would you do that? Well, first you're going to need its crafting table, which is a essence infuser, created like so, with stone bricks, a diamond, and a crafting table. Yeah, I know, another machine to plop down in our house, but that's cool. That's cool. And you open it up like so. Now let me get some. Now what you're going to need for this are these things called magic essence. And you'll mine this at layer 16 and below, like diamond, from a green ore block that's kind of like textured, kind of like iron ore, but it's green. So you take these. Now, basic stuff, really the more expensive item, the bigger tier is. To get to bigger tiers of these, oops, I'm pretty sure that's the recipe. Hold on, I'll be right back after I figure this out. I'm back, and of course Trekkie was being stupid. It would help if I was actually in the essence infuser, not my Thalmic infuser. So let's go over here and try this recipe again. There we go. Magic essence small. You're going to need a bunch of these. So I ain't going to have enough for 5, that's for sure. Let's see how much we could get away with. Guess 4 will have to do. And then we got medium. Man, they go a lot more than it says in the thing. Well, either way, what you do, let's get a basic item. Let's get a basic one like coal. It's like, coal? What are you getting at here, Trekkie? This is going crazy now. And I've already turned this into medium. Trekkie, you're just making this a lot more difficult. Thank God this isn't a mod spotlight. Thank God this isn't a mod spotlight. Well, either way, since I'm just basically wasting time here, I've screwed myself over. Let's look through our NEI here. And you can see a whole bunch of stuff. And look at these seeds. Glowstone seeds, diamond seeds, iron seeds. Yes, you could actually grow these things. They're quite expensive to get. They're not just give me items, because it requires a diamond even to be able to craft these diamond seeds. And then after you get the diamonds, after you've grown them to full size, like you would in any crop, like say you grow wheat to full, like it's full growth, you would get these essence. Now to get 1 diamond, you're going to need 8 of these essence, and one of the final tier of these essences, I believe, is the recipe. NEI doesn't recognize the recipes for these yet, so it's not just a throwaway, easy way to farm items, but it's a definitely different way to do it. It's not more difficult than farming diamonds, but it's just a different way. A lot of cool stuff to grow. Redstone, glowstone, diamonds, iron, gold, lapis, blaze. You guys should grow blaze, and what you'll get after you craft is the final item. So say you do the blaze thing, get the blaze essence, and then you'll craft it into a blaze rod. So these are actually different ways to get many different items from the game. You can get obsidian, ender pearls, emeralds. Now that one's probably interesting because emeralds are probably the most pain in the ass item to get. And they're also for the mods, copper and tin, which I don't have anything in my mod set that actually uses copper or tin. This will actually give you this generation in the world, so now I can get copper and tin ingots, even though I can't use them for anything. And you could actually turn regular diamond to fused diamond, which can be used to make infused diamond armor, which is not only more durable, but gives you either more armor or it's better enchantability. I don't know for sure. I can't say off the top of my head, but it's still a pretty cool mod. If I didn't screw this up, I might have been able to show you better. But taking my word for it, it looks pretty cool, and I know it's pretty early on in the mod cycle, so I'm sure he's got a lot of cool things planned for it. I'll leave a link in the description. Sorry if I didn't do that justice. I totally blew that. I totally messed that up. Trekkie, not destined to do mod spotlights, but there's one thing I'd like to spotlight before this episode is over, and that is one of my old favorites. One of Trekkie's old friends, and it's getting dark. Might as well turn it into day again. Shut up, chickens. I get it. You're chickens. You're clucking. We understand. We've established this at this point. It doesn't need to be reiterated. Ugh, Trekkie, that was terrible. It was going a lot better in my mind. I had a really nice system of showing you all the vegetables, and they are really cool. I mean, there are a ton of these things, and growing the actual items is actually really cool, and it seems to me to be pretty fairly well balanced. Just peg them with their own eggs. Let's shut up. Anyways, oh, you gave me another one. Ah, pegged them right in the ass. Anyways, yeah, that sounds right. Pegged them in the ass. Anyways, I have it over here floating out. When I was clearing out area, I was testing it out. But any Thaumcraft users from Thaumcraft 2 should recognize such a device. Heard a spider. You say, what is this thing here with a chest attached to the back of it? If that ain't enough clue, looking at it in our inventory will. Well, I guess it can. Oh yeah, that's right. It counts as wood. That's right, people. The arcane boar, back from the grave. Let's get this. I want this. And of course, you can see I have melon seeds, strawberry seeds, blackberry seeds. I don't need all this crap. Let's go. Oh, sweet corn seeds. Let's get into our house and let's give it a test. Let's give it a test run, see what this is able. Now, I absolutely love the arcane boar in Thaumcraft 2. It was one of my favorite mod items, probably period. Thaumcraft is altogether one of my, but this thing is really neat. And you could use and you don't need to worry about making specific items for it to fuel it. All you need is actual tools that you could use outside of it. And I just happen to have such said tools. Let's get rid of some of this dirt. Alright, let's go down in our mine that I've not even dug in yet. Broken legs, broken legs, broken legs, broken legs. I actually run really fast because of this Haste 3 enchantment, which is a Thaumcraft enchantment. So let's find a position to plop this thing. Here's as good as anywhere, right? And you put the boar head on top. Now if you're hanging this from the ceiling, you can actually put the boar head on the bottom. A little bit more difficult to do this. I see. You can place it on there and just like a hanging wall turret. Now this bit is the front. The kind of bluish bit is the back. Now the bottom, all you have to do, you can see this circular bit here. That's the exit port. You just put a chest there. I don't think you might want to have a thing so I could actually open it. All right, and of course our lever to start it. It will require a redstone signal to start. So we right-click the boar head, and what do we see? Well, it has space for 2 tools, and these are your properties. Well, one tool it's going to need is your wand of excavation, which I have one, and I have it enchanted. Luckily, I got charging 1 in potency. No, actually, it didn't come with charging 1. It came with potency. I had a charging 1 book. And while we're on the subject of Thaumcraft books, Thaumcraft enchants are a bitch and a half to get. I must have enchanted 4 double chests worth of stuff just to get repair 2 for this. Charging I got along the way while I was trying to get repair 2, so I was lucky on that, but very difficult to get. So if you don't get it outright, which I've been actually very lucky, you're gonna have a hard time. So this one goes in the left slot, and as you may notice, the width goes from 5 to 11. That's part of what a potency is. Potency increases the effect of the wand. So now it has a width of 11. It means not including this. This is 1 block, and then it's going to do 5 up, 5 down. And in the second slot, you put your pickaxe of the core, which I have upgraded to efficiency 5 via books while trying to get enchanting the repair as well. It adds to the speed, which I believe is affected by efficiency. It makes sense. It doesn't affect the width. And other properties. Native clusters, which is a pickaxe of the core ability, which basically when you mine stuff like iron or gold, it'll give you a chance to drop a native cluster of that ore, and that when you smelt it, that native cluster, it gives you 2 of that item. It doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes. And Fortune 3, well, Fortune 3. So this thing can also help you benefit from diamonds and such. Now I guess it doesn't matter really which way it points. So we'll just do it this way then, even though I've already... I don't want to do it that way. We need 1 item. We need an item. I hear a zombie. Now to align this thing in a direction you want it to face... And I'm not going to show you the recipe for the boar. Sorry, you're going to have to figure that out for yourself. I've already done enough spoilers with item crafting for Thaumcraft. You're going to have to learn it yourself. They're not hard. It just takes a bunch of items and time. So say you want it to face it the other way. And actually to get that way, I'm going to need to borrow this back. Okay. Where is it? There we go. Basically, you go on the side you want it to face, and you right-click it with a wand. And it'll face that way. So if you want it to face this way, obviously you got to get on this side of it, this side of it, that side of it. Not too difficult. And all the thing we need, to flick it on, and it'll go to work. Now it mines in a... Oh, it broke its own... Let's see. Let's try doing it on this side. Now it'll mine pretty quick. That's of course according to my thing, and it'll take durability out of these 2 items. So that's why it's good to have repair for these. You just got to keep an eye on them to make sure you don't break your items, because they will break when they run out of durability. It always mines in a circular motion, so whatever final product it's mined out will be circular. So keep that in mind. And it'll just keep going and going, sucking the items it draws into a chest, and anything it hits that would benefit from Fortune 3 will get, of course, more, and anything that drops ore that'll benefit from native clusters will, of course, get native clusters in here. So I'm gonna let it run. As you can see, it's pretty decent width. Great mining tool. There's a, oh, that's from this. So say there's, what the hell? So I'm gonna let it mine a bit, and then we'll come back after it's really gone on for a while. So I'll see you then. Alright, and we're back. I think that's it. Enough for right this second. My pick is almost broken. I sure don't want to lose my pick. So I'm just going to take these out, let them recharge in my inventory while we explore what we've got so far. Now, it still has quite a bit to go. It has a pretty decent length. But as you can see, quite a bit of resources. These stone bricks were just from over there where I placed them, so that ain't actual stronghold or anything like that. These are the native clusters I was talking to you about. There's ones for iron and gold. I imagine there's some for copper and such as well. They don't always, like the pickaxe itself, it doesn't always give you iron, these clusters. Sometimes it just gives you the regular ore. But these clusters, when you smelt them, will always yield 2 iron bars, 2 gold, and you can't macerate them or anything like that for even more yield. So, no, that don't work that way. I'm sorry. But still, for those of you who are not using IC2, excellent way to increase your ore gain. And if you smelt them, I think you still get iron, like the nugget versions. So you could still, it's even like, it's like 2 point something, because you know obviously 9 nuggets creates another bar. So eventually you'll be able to create even more. So yeah, you could get quite a resource gain from this. One thing I also noticed, as opposed to Thaumcraft 2, is in Thaumcraft 2, if there was water source blocks or lava source blocks, the actual machine would try to break them, where this one doesn't waste its power or time doing so. They just leave them in mines on the other side of them. And of course, you got to watch with obsidian creation, because it takes a second or 2 to break obsidian, just like a normal pickaxe would. So be very careful about that. And you can see my stuff's already repairing a little. It'll take a while. So let's get in here and look. As you can see, there's quite a bit of water because it mined underneath. Skeleton. I don't know how he spawned on that one block around a whole bunch of lava. So it's got quite a bit away. It still will mine for a good bit of distance from here yet still. And it mined a whole big area. Of course, now the width of this area is due to the potency of my wand. And due to the fact it doesn't run on fuel like Thaumcraft 2 did, and it just really takes the durability out of the tools, you might want to really consider having repair and charging on your tools so you're not just breaking, because these tools are not cheap, especially the pickaxe and the axe of stream. These wands aren't too bad, but you need these wands to actually create these tools, so they're quite expensive. Not something you're just going to want to throw away on a whim unless you got an unreasonable amount of elemental shards and whatnot. And of course, as you can see in the bottom left, the boar just absolutely sucks up all the aura from the local bit, and it can cause a decent amount of flux. So keep that in mind when using it. Still, a very badass item. And as the boar head itself is on level 12, as you can see, I've quite clearly covered my bases for diamond exploration. All I have to do is really sit around for a while, wait for these to charge, and then set it back on go. You could also choose to keep multiple sets of tools for faster bit. An amazing mining tool, really. I mean, with my enchants, it also gives fortune and the native cluster thing for extra ores. I mean, really, all around, you're benefiting from using this device. And once you create it, unless you lose it to explosions or whatever have you, you could just pick it up and take it with you. No needing to carry around tons of fuel. What were they called? I forget what they're called in Thaumcraft 2, the fuels things, but you had to have the fuel, the boar head, and the second, which weren't useful for anything except for the arcane boar. These tools, at least I could take them out and I could use these in my world. The one excavation I was using to clear that land earlier. And pickaxe the core, you could go digging yourself. Uses my regular pickaxe. So that's all around better. All around, this is a smart development by Azanor, who is the creator of this, the Thaumcraft mods. All around better, in my personal opinion, than the arcane board in Thaumcraft 2. The circular thing, it doesn't really bother me, as quite obviously the best use for this tool is going to be deep earth mining. You could use it to clear land, but I think that's really a waste. I mean, you could use it for whatever you want, obviously, but my tools aren't repairing very quick because there's no aura around. And like I said, we got tons of stuff, even a little bit of time. That was like 5 minutes I waited. So a very cool device, very cool. I'm just going to leave it down here for right now because it doesn't matter. Let's go back up to the world. Now you might notice me looking at the wither skeleton skulls earlier. I did make a trap, which is one of the preview things. I actually had to rework it quite a bit to use pistons. They weren't just funneling down like I had hoped. I designed it kind of like an old school mob system, kind of like we did in the ocean world. But yeah, 3 skulls, and then I collected I collected enough to make a tier 3 shard from skeletons out in nether fortresses. So it has a pretty good spawn rate, and now with the pistons they just get pushed down real instantly, and now I get really easily get skulls. Now the creator of the Soul Shard mods has changed it where they will not drop their rare drops anymore in a coming version. So that means wither skeletons will no longer drop their skulls, which pretty much makes a wither skeleton spawner pretty much worthless, as opposed to just having a skeleton spawner, which are much easier to acquire. But for now, I'm going to be stocking up on these suckers. And we're going to work out a way to kill the wither. I have a few ideas using mods that'll make it pretty fun and safe to use even in our world. I could actually kill the wither right outside my house and not even have to worry about him destroying a single block. But I'll show you how in a coming episode. Maybe not next episode, but a coming one. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I know it's kind of like a mixed match, and the whole thing with the magic crops failed. I hope the author, if he sees this, he forgives me but it really is a cool mod. You'll be able to grow diamonds, and you can actually make experience plants too. So that brings whole new meaning to the expression of farming experience. You could literally farm experience and then create bottles of enchanting. But anyways, more for further episodes. Hope you all enjoyed yourself. This is Trekkie. Take care of yourselves.